Hey YouTube, so today we are going to be talking about Google Local Guides. Google Local Guides can get you all some free food. Yes, free food from restaurants by being a foodie influencer. So I'm going to talk about how you get on Google Local Guides, what are the benefits of it, how you can get some free food as a foodie influencer. So with Google Local Guides, it's basically a part of Google when you are traveling to different places, you're searching for directions, you're trying to get the map to a location, you're trying to figure out what are the hours of this business. That is a part of Google Local Guides, as well as Google's business profiles. So a business basically signs up for a Google profile, a Google business profile, and they can add in photos of their business, they can add in their hours, the different types of services and programs that they provide, as well as map directions, their phone number, and they can see if people are clicking on this information to be able to get to their business. There's also a section where folks like you and me can leave a review for that business. So I'm going to talk about how you put your review on there and how that can be beneficial to you. And in another video, I'm going to talk about you as a business, how you can get your business profile on Google. Okay, so I'll be showing you all that today as a Google Local Guide. Basically, you can use that information by adding it to your website. You can add it onto your profile for other social media channels, and basically it's showing you as an authority or someone who is influential, hence foodie influencer, and knows what they're talking about, what they're doing by posting photos of different restaurants that you've gone to, posting it on these businesses' pages. And once you collect points from Google, it will show you as a contributor, and it will show all the photos that you've done, the number of photos you've had, the number of views that you've had with these photos. And you, as that foodie influencer, you can link your page onto your website as well as your other social media channels, and it will show these businesses that, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about, and guess what? I'm going to offer them to come to my restaurant, take some photos, and I'm going to give them some free food for doing that. So some of these businesses will actually pay you to come to their restaurant and do that. I am a person that has not been paid yet, and I'm okay with that because it's actually not my goal to get paid by these businesses. I'd rather get the free food and just be able to talk about them. And I can talk about them, whether it's positive or negative. That part doesn't matter. But a free meal can be good. So, so that's what you do. You so when you take these photos, not only is it providing that business some free promotion, I guess you would say, but also you're using those photos to post on multiple networks. You're posting it on your TikTok, you're posting it in your Instagram stories, you're making video reels on Instagram or Facebook. You also are throwing it on Threads as well as a link to your review. Because Threads and Twitter, I don't talk about Twitter much because there's some things happening with Twitter that I'm not a fan of, but I do use Threads. So with Threads and Twitter, you can add links to your review. Same thing with Facebook, you can add links to your review. So you can say, hey, I went to this restaurant, you want to check out my review on Google, here it is. You tag that restaurant and they see that you did leave a review for that business. A lot of times that business will say, thank you for coming out, we appreciate it. Sometimes they'll hit you up and DM you and say, hey, when's the next time you're in the area? We got this new menu item, we'd love for you to check it out, and if you take some video of it and post it, this will be really helpful for us, and we'll comp it and you won't have to pay for that meal. So most times they'll allow you and another person to come, so that can be your partner, your spouse, a friend, someone you're just kicking it with. that will be a free meal for for you too. So just want to give you all that information. So this is I'm going to show you right now how you do that. Okay, guys, so this is what you do when you want to leave a review for a business, but it also will be good to do this like on desktop. You can do it on a mobile phone, but I would just say it's easier to do it on desktop. So you can use a Safari browser, Bing browser, or a Google Chrome browser. I am using an iMac, so I'm using Safari. However, Google Chrome is my favorite. But either way, whatever browser you use, you want to log into Google. So you're going to go to google.com. So I also log into Google. So if you have a Gmail account, you can see my profile on the far right portion of the screen where that is my login to log into Google. And the reason why it's good to log in is because you are writing reviews and you want to be able to attach that review to you. So this is the local guides area. So I'm going to type in Google local guides because I don't know the address itself. So this is Google local guides. So I'm going to select it. And this is the page. So Google local guides again is connected to Google Maps. So whenever you are looking for directions from some place, that's going to be a part of your timeline on Google. And sometimes people will be like, well, I don't understand how Google is tracking me. Well, it's because you've either searched for something online using your signed in Google account, whether it was on a website, on a phone, or if it was on a computer, you were searching for something while you were logged in. Or if you have a mobile device that is connected to a Google account, whenever you are visiting different locations, if you're looking for directions, that's going to be a part of Google Maps. So to get started, it may actually have me log in. Okay, I'm already logged in. So this is my account. So I'm going to say no thanks to this because it wants me to go over to to Chrome. I'm not going to switch that right now. So this is my account. So it shows that I am a local guide level 7. I've been doing this for a while, approximately it's been about 8 years, I think. It's been about 8 years. So it's showing that right now I don't have any new places right now to review. I can manage my timeline, and that timeline again is places that I've been anywhere. Like even if I go to another country and I'm logged in, it's going to show the places that I have been, especially if I've asked for directions. Okay, that's the key thing, asking for directions. So here are my reviews. So I selected reviews and it shows like all the places that I've gone to so far. And I actually wrote a review for it. Okay. Excuse me. And I'm going to show you how you get to this area. So these are the photos that I have added. You can sort this by date or by the number of views. So it's showing that I've done 824 photos so far, as long as I've had this local guide account. And I have posted over, I'm sorry, and I have received almost 42 million views from my various photos from different locations that I snapped a photo and I uploaded as a part of that review. If I had any edits, that would appear here. Or if I answer some questions, if like someone had a question about some location I've been to, it shows that my answer there. Okay. So you may be wondering, well, why would I be doing that and how do I get there? So I'm going to open up another window and just going to give you an idea. So again, like that location that I showed you where my latest review was at the Dearborn. So let's say, for instance, that I am looking for the Dearborn. So I'm going to go to my browser and I'm going to say the Dearborn. Okay. Oops, I spelled it wrong. But Safari found it anyway. Let's see. I don't want it to use my current location, but if I was on my phone, it would. I would want it to use my location because that means I'm probably looking to drive to that place. So this is the Dearborn, and the Dearborn has what they call a business profile, and that profile for the business is right here. So you get to see how to get to their website, how to drive there, not how to get to their website, but you can click there to get to their website, how to drive there, or, whether you're driving or taking a bus or, some type of public transportation, but it gives you direction on how to get there. If you select reviews, which is what I'm going to show you, that's how you get to write about that location, and that what appears in your local guides page. Um, so the other thing is that business can talk about, it gives a description of the business. It tells you what types of food they serve, where it's located, the address, the phone number, about how long it's going to take to get there. If I actually let the browser find my location, it will tell me exactly how long it will take to get there. I can also see the menu. I can make reservations. It shows me the hours that the location is open, and approximately how much it's going to cost to go there. Now, this information is provided by the business itself. I will show you later how to do that using Google Business Profile, okay? But that'll be in another video, especially if you want to do something like that on your own. But this is what the business provides. Now, folks like us, we can leave a review. So I already have a review here, and it shows my profile right there. So I left that review a week ago. I can edit it so you can see what it looks like. I can either edit it from here, or I can edit it from right here. I can also add more photos too. So I'm going to select edit review. So this is the review that I gave the Dearborn. I gave it like 5 stars on everything: the food, the service, the atmosphere. I left a little blurb, a little description about my experience, and I have some photos here, but I can add more. I can even say, oh, this is what I ate when I was there. This is approximately how much I spent. This was the size of my group, if I want to put there. What was the atmosphere like? I can talk about the different eating options, parking, accessibility, as well as, our kids up in this place. So that's how you write a review. You put as much information as possible in there, and then you post it. Okay. And so my post just so happened to be there. So this was the post that I had, and so far from the other week, I have 280 views on this fish, as well as 217 views on this cocktail. Now, another location I went to a few weeks ago was at Maggiano's, and it was the same deal. You find the location. Once you want to give a review, you get on your phone, you upload your photos, you upload your description of the place, and it appears on that business website. But you get to see what your effect was um, for that business with your photos. So again, I know this was on January 1st, because my husband and I went there for New Year's, and I uploaded these photos from the experience and left a review. Reviews are not always the best. So this one is All Out Smoke Picnic. This is a restaurant that's not far from my home. I like their rib tips, but I hate their their French fries. Okay, so this is the photo that I put up, and I'm trying to see if I can see the review itself. Let me see. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And I was like, I would give this restaurant a higher rating if they would get rid of their nasty French fries. I don't like battered French fries as it is. And then they have the nerve to add mild sauce on them as if that was going to make it better. The rib tips are good, but I think the large, basically the large rib tip, is overpriced. So I gave it a 4 for each thing. And you saw how many views was on those fries already. Okay. So even if you give like a not as great review, the photos still matter. Um, there is one restaurant that I went to, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's also local. And it was when my husband and I first moved out this way a few months ago. And I had ordered some food from there, and the food was delivered here, and the food was horrible. And I wrote a review on here, and I told him how disgusting the food was and how disappointed I was, because I really thought it was going to be a good experience. And that person, the owner actually reached out to me and said they apologized for the experience that I had, and they offered to send more food. But the food to me was just so bad. I was like, I don't even want to deal with you guys anymore. So you may have that situation too. But what I am showing you here is that as you are adding these photos, there may be some businesses out there that will either, they may invite you for, you know, some food. Like for this one, this was Hub 51. Okay, so this is the video from Hub 51. We went there May 2021. This is 1 year after the COVID-19 pandemic was declared. And you may see my husband's mask that he was wearing when we first arrived there. But so again, 9.2 million views. This is from, again, almost 5 years ago. So a lot of eyes have been on this video.
That's a small head round though. The picture is bigger with the head.
So also notice that the quality is a little bit different. Again, that was about 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. So definitely a different phone device that I was using. Here's another one that is 5.4 million views. So you can get an idea. And again, this was December 2020. We were really going out there. we were tired of being up in the house, but here we go.
There it is.
Yes.
Beautiful presentation.
Yes.
Never get told this. Now, once it's more clear as out, you will be able to see the cocktail size.
Okay.
This here is your atomic horseradish. A little goes a long way. It's very, very spicy. Okay. So please make sure you enjoy.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple more. And again, you know, like these videos have been out there for a few years, so it has even more eyes on there. So this is batter and berries. And all this is a picture of the front of the location. Excuse me, so people will know how it looks when they get there. That's like almost 800,000 views. This is another location that's really popular in the Chicagoland area. A photo of some pizza that was taken at the Hampton Social. So, you know, again, different photos of food. This is some pizza from a local area. I love Phil's Pizza, but it, you know, it's gotten a lot of views on there. So with these different locations, you show how many views that your account is creating. You put a link to your profile and you add that to your social media bios. You can add it to your website, About Me page, and businesses will see that, oh, you're legit. You actually go to different places and you have some influence of people coming to my restaurant because of the type of photos that you take. They end up connecting with you. They DM you and say, hey, you know, can you come out? We got a free, we got a new menu item and we're going to pay you, or we're going to give you free food if you come out and take more photos and videos of it and give us a review about it. So hopefully this was helpful. And again, this was just Google local guides, but Yelp also has a very similar setup, and I'll talk about that in another video. But I hope this information about Google local guides was helpful for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.